Hello, Moment friends! Andang here for another episode of March of the King. When we last left off, we were getting ready to go to Mordor on a scouting mission, and now we're going to be doing just that.
I will do as Aragorn commands, though it bring us onto the blasted plain.
Where long ago a great battle was fought, I am no stranger to such places of evil, as you know. We will learn what we can, and then return to tell Aragorn what lies before the host. It would be folly to do otherwise. And I guess the other ranger is way over here.
Be warned, there will not be much cover on the plains of Dagorlad.
I will go with you into the plains of Dagorlad and scout ahead of the host, but be warned. There will not be much cover in that place, and we may be exposed to unfriendly eyes. It will take all of my stealth arts to keep us safe, but I will do what I can. Do you have a moment, friend?
Wait a moment, if you would.
Langlass removes a small packet from within the folds of his cloak and holds it out to you. Michem tells me that you and Faron will be leaving to scout the slag hills of Dagorlad in advance of the host. That will be dangerous, for there is little cover on that battle plain. Take this packet of herbs with you. It was given to me by Mandan before the ships docked at Harlond, and I have been carrying it around since as a memento, for Mandan fell upon the Pelennor. The herbs within are foul-smelling when burned, which was true of most of Mandan's poultices, to speak honestly. If you need to draw the attention of an enemy, it might serve you well. I want you to have it. If Mandan's gift can help you this day, he would want it as well. Alright, it's time to talk to Aragorn and be on our way on this secret mission.
I trust you, Fyron, and Mingham, as I would trust no others.
Thank you for undertaking this mission, Andang. Dagorlad is an inhospitable land, and it will be difficult to remain unseen. But I trust you, Faron, and Micham, as I would trust no others. Speak to me when you are ready to depart.
Remember, do not get too close to the Black Gate.
Okay, buddy. Travel with care, my friend, and remember, do not get too close to the Black Gate. No, this is a solo quest and cannot be completed in a fellowship. Alright, here we go to Mordor.
I will not lead the host of the West into Dagorlad without knowing what awaits us. I have sent trustworthy friends to scout before us on the battle plain.
This is so cool. Alright, let's talk, buddy. We have picked our way across the tumbled stones and patched dust of Dagorlad, but all we have found is an inhospitable land. None live here, for what man could? The orcs keep watch on this place, for it lies on the border of their master's fell country. Faron has gone ahead to see what lies beyond the ridge. When he returns, we will return back and tell Aragorn what we have seen. A dead land, watched by his enemies, through which we must pass nonetheless. The fields of Fornost are so far away now, but this place brings them back to mind. Faron returns. Micham, Andang, we don't have much time. From the top of the ridge I could see a good distance, and I marked the movement of many orcs crawling hither and yon across the plain. But near at hand, a great tower rises from the rocks and spies the approach. I know the place from Aragorn's maps. It is Nar-cost, one of the towers of the Teeth. As I watched, a door in the tower opened, and a great patrol of orcs marched out on some mission. They were made for Mordor, but if we hurry, we might be able to enter the tower before they return. We might learn something of value for Aragorn, but we must seize the chance while we have it. Once the orcs return, the opportunity will be lost. Hurry! Quickly this way, before the orc patrol returns. I would not have been able to forgive myself if we let this chance pass untaken, Andang. But now that we are inside, my resolve wavers. Let us learn what we can and then depart. If there are any secrets to be found that will be of value to Aragorn, they will be on the upper levels of the tower. We must make our way upwards. But do not be seen by any of the guards that still lurk within. It is important that our passage remains unnoticed. Mitcham and I will follow in the shadows. You must find a way to reach the upper levels of the tower without being seen. Do not approach the guards, or we will all be imperiled. If only there was a way to draw back the guards out of our path without being seen. Yes, well, luckily we brought the other stuff, so we shouldn't have a problem with that. Dang, this place is awesome. Okay, let's go around. What was that smell? Do you smell that? Where do you think they'll bring that colored dog, Captain? I'm starving. What are they cooking on here? Smells delicious. Oh, that's awesome. Is someone there? No, nobody's here. Go back to sleep. Something smells delicious. Oh my goodness. Goodbye, orc. Better not be that silent one. He sets my skin a crawl. What does that mean? An acrid stench fills the air, offending your senses. Okay. Let's keep making our way further up this tower. Good grief. The Rangers move quickly, eager to be done with this evil place. Did you hear that? Voices ahead. Hold, friends, and keep silent. I hear foul mutterings ahead, and know them for what they must be, the vile black speech used by the creatures of Mordor. It is a language I have learned to understand, though the study pained my ears and my heart both. Let us move closer, and I will try to translate the words for you, and Faron. Remain still out of sight. We must not be noticed, or I fear we will not leave this tower alive.
Moldangu Barsansur?
What will be done with Ions the Willy?
Mogosatam Fikars.
His title was poorly chosen.
Narzun Fluk Uglat Shach Vugal.
He was not wily enough to outwit the upstart king.
Clarus Hassagum Booth-Nagul!
I hear him begging for another chance.
Narbrusubat Histos Utum U.
He will not have it. I have sent him to Adun.
Nagas Prakthubat Tarkushtar!
Will any others seek to ambush the army of Gondor?
Talmubisk Arzan Agnastgash!
I could do much better than Ayorzin or Nazgûl.
Gothburs Nargat Oshtar Osgorgob Ukur.
The master wants the army of Gondor to continue its
Sky!
march.
Molza!
What? How can that be?
Grumpumisob Rudlav Shout.
Those are my orders. And that means they are yours now.
Ukubat Dor Asu.
The upstart king is to be allowed to come to the gate.
Gothburs Gim Baklatta.
The master has plans for him. Sounds bellow in the towers signal the return of the orcs. Mitchamandang, we need to leave. Okay, buddy, then let's leave. Mitcham's study of that foul language has borne fruit, Andang, and we have learned what we can. The armies of Mordor have orders to allow Aragorn to come to the gate. What terrible fate does the enemy have in mind for the host of the West? I hope Aragorn finds this knowledge useful. But now we need to escape from this place and return to his camp. We can no longer stay here. Yes, well then why not just leave? You don't have to convince me. We have to get out of here. Yes, I know. Let's go. Alright, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that quest. Okay, let's talk to Aragorn.
I am glad you have returned in safety.
And so too have Faron and Mitcham. What can you report of the Slag Hills? Aragorn's eyes widen in disbelief when you tell him that you seized upon a chance opportunity to enter Nar-cost. But he nods with grim satisfaction when you report what you heard within. So this gambit has proven itself, Andang. Sauron believes I have the ring, and all of his attention is focused upon the host of the West. He has fallen for the trap. Now, everything depends on Frodo. To be continued in Volume 4, Book 8, The Black Gate. Alright, how awesome is that? Wow. Okay, looks like we get a new cloak. Fantastic. Have you a moment, Andang? With such a journey ahead, I count myself and this host fortunate to have you here by my side. Yet my thoughts stray back to Minas Tirith, and to those we left behind. Many dear friends and strangers alike now fight their own battles against the illness and injury. It was with great sadness that I could not tend to them all, but the greater matters of the Dark Lord and the Ring-bearer's hidden quest have called me away. I know not if I shall ever return to Minas Tirith, and I worry for the fates of those we left behind. Do you remember the master herbalist we encountered during my brief time in the city? The one called Galthir. He was unfit for his post, and could have caused him great harm to those in his care. But I had not the means to send him from the houses of healing, not without declaring myself. I ask you return to the houses of healing in Minas Tirith, and speak with the healer, Ioreth. Ensure that she keeps Gathnir's ruinous tinctures from the wounded, and have her be my eyes in the high hall. She will heed my words, even if they are delivered in my stead. You are one of the swiftest riders among my ranks, and I entrust you to the task alone. Go with haste, my friend. Once you have returned, we can continue planning our course into the wastes. Okay, so how awesome was that? We went inside Mordor. I cannot wait for Mordor and Daggerlad and the Black Gate and all that stuff that is going to be coming up very soon. Just fantastic to be ending out the epic. I really can't believe that we are. And looks like Gandalf has a quest, so let's talk with him. Andang, grim tidings have been delivered to me by one of Aragorn's rear scouts. The newsome flowers we burned within Imlad Morgul have grown anew and now spread beyond the shadowed vale. They cannot be allowed to spread beyond Imlad Morgul, else the lands of Ithilien may also succumb to their taint. If flame cannot hinder them, I fear that we may leave behind greater troubles for Gondor. I would ask that you return to the border of Imlad Morgul, and burn them once again. If they return again, it seems our only course shall be to continue pruning them. Alright, so we have repeatable quests for Gandalf, and some other quests as well. So, let's see, we need to return to Hen at the Noon, so let's go do that. The Kundala routed and flee in fear to Daggerlad? Anborn's face betrays a mix of disbelief and joy. You have done a great service to the Rangers, my friend. Through your efforts, our stores are renewed and my men better protected. Ithilien itself heals with greater vigor. I think perhaps it is time you rejoin your allies in the host of the West. By thinking to deprive them of one skilled as you would be a grave mistake. Let us talk more of your journey and of the road ahead. The host of the West has passed northward, and even now they make for the camp on the border of Daggerlad. In fact, they might already be there. The pass of Cirith Negin has been made safe, the roadway north is clear, but the lands of Daggerlad are steeped in the enemy's corruption. The host of the West shall have need of you in the coming days, of this I have no doubt. Although my men are familiar with the lands of Daggerlad, its harsh terrain and Wide plains make it deadly to those who do not move with care. By sharp stone, orc, or worse terrors of the Black Land, death follows closely upon the battle plain. Bear this in mind, Undane, for it is there you and the host of the West will challenge the Dark Lord. I ask that you rejoin them as swiftly as you are able, and travel to the camp to the north. If you see Damrond, please speak to him on my behalf. A great test lies before us, and we shall not fail. Alright, time to travel to the borders of Dagorlad once more. But first, I think we still have some other quests we want to do before that, so we're going to go do those. Okay, so we finally made it all the way back up here and can talk to Tirith. You have come at the request of the king? You inform Tirith that Aragorn has not yet claimed that title, and then tell her of his concerns about Galathir's healing practices. Whether he claims the title or not, I know him for what he is. He has the hands of a healer, and none but a king could work king's foil into such a potent medicine. And I would know. Still, it troubles me that he has grown concerned about Galathir's methods. Not precisely because I disagree, mind you, but because I do not think it would be so plainly noticed. I cannot send Galathir away, but I can help prevent him from treating any more of the wounded with Everworth. It is the least I can do for my king. Do not misunderstand me, Andang. Galathir still possesses great skill as a healer, but he has lost sight of his shortcomings. In my long years in Minas Tirith and Imloth Melu, I have never found a shortage of new skills to learn and new draughts and tinctures to use in my work, from new trial and old lore alike. But Galathir has grown reliant on his own concoctions for his patients, and where one ill is healed, another often takes its place. He has taken a new apprentice, a young woman by the name of Migamel. The poor girl has no idea that she might receive such misguided instruction. It is one matter for a certain drought or salve to seem a clear choice, and quite another to entirely for it to truly be so. Indeed, there are many uses for Everworth, Trueleaf, Snagbane, Blushbane, Settlegang, ... Recalling that you have a certain urgency to your task, Tirith trails off and pauses briefly. I have heard tell that Magnamel shall soon make for Ithilien. Perhaps you would accompany her on your own journey back to the king's side, and while you do, help her see all she has to learn there. And not only that with Galthanir has preordained she should see. But I see I am needed. Talk to Galthir and convince him of your own worth in this task, and then speak to her. We shall make a great healer of her yet. Alright, well I think this is a good place to stop. Thank you everyone so much for watching another episode of March of the King. When we return, we'll go talk to them and make our way back into Ithilien, but that's not till next time. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of March of the King.